Little had changed as far as America was concerned by Saturday, December 6th. Diplomats and political observers were still kicking the embers and reading the tea leaves of the conflicting messages sent by the Japanese over the previous few days. Yet another Nipponese source accused America of trying to pass the buck on the Far East, whatever that meant. President Roosevelt had convened his weekly meeting with the cabinet on Friday, and afterward the White House said it would have no further comment on a new 150-word official Japanese communique. So reporters went to Cordell Hull, who said he had nothing to say and referred them back to the White House. Official Washington, for once anyway, had nothing to say on a grave matter, including the editorial pages of most newspapers, which had no new take on the grim matter in the Pacific. The New York Times did take a hard line, urging FDR to stand by the government of the pro-American Chiang Kai-shek forces in China, but even spokesmen for the Third Reich had no comment regarding matters in the Far East. The Christian Science Monitor said the situation was momentarily in suspense. The Monitor, based in Boston, occasionally ran editorials in German, as there was a heavy Germanic population in the area. Another editorial took the U.S. government to task, though, for not being frank and transparent in announcing the military buildup during the emergency. In fact, back in October, FDR had prohibited any more announcements on the production of new airplanes, but publications kept announcing them anyway. The Monitor concluded, "Those in the opposition camp argue that a full expose of America's skyrocketing production might have persuaded the Japanese to forgo further aggression in the Far East. The Japanese were sticking to their guns, though saying the troops sent to Indochina were to protect Thai security and that they had the permission of the Vichy French government to move troops into Indochina because of the Chinese troop movement in the region. They also introduced a new argument, their own version of a Monroe Doctrine. The affairs of the Far East were of no concern to Washington. Tokyo conveniently overlooked, or expected America to overlook, the fact that Vichy France was a wholly owned subsidiary of Adolf Hitler, including all French possessions and military hardware, or that America's Monroe Doctrine said nothing about the United States abusing or invading her neighbors. The British had been supplying Chinese forces along the Burma Road, and more and more analysts thought invading Thailand to then cut the strategically important venue was the real goal of the Japanese. Some of the Saturday newspapers reviewed the impasse, hashing it over. An easy peace hung over the Pacific today as the United States waited for Japan to make its choice between conciliation or further attempts at conquest in the Far East. Negotiations that had started 7 months earlier had made no progress whatsoever, but both sides acknowledged they were learning more about negotiations from the newspapers than from the actual meetings and documents. And we'll pause there.